Hello everyone, and in this video we are going to cover Chapter 3 exercises, the A exercises, which are located on page 104. So we are going to go through exercise 3.1 through 3.6 in this video to walk through the concepts that you have learned in Chapter 3. Now, the first exercise that we're going to go through is on page 104, 3-.1. Now we are going to computate the quarter hour pay and the 100th hour pay for Amanda. As you notice, they give you the hours that she worked Monday through Friday. Wednesday, she worked 7 hours and 48 minutes. Thursday was 8 hours and Friday was 8 hours. The employer pays overtime for all time worked in excess of 40 hours per week. So, according to Amanda's time card, she worked 40.8 hours. Her regular hours were 40 hours. Her overtime was 0.8. If they were utilizing the quarter hour pay, she would be paid 40.75 per hour. For 40.75, remember it's quarter hour every 15 minutes. If she was working in the 100th hour, if the payroll program was the 100th hour, she would be paid the 40.8 hours. Which pay is more favorable for Amanda? It is the 100th hour because it's more exact. Remember, the 100th hour is division of the hour into 100 increments used to compute the employee wages. All right, exercise 3-2. Okay, Justin is a salary employee working with a contract that stipulates 40 hours per week at $60,000 per year. He is paid for holiday pay for 2 days, so we need to computate his wages. The regular pay, remember, you're going to take the 60,000, divide that by 40 hours per week, divide that by 52 weeks. So 60,000 divided by 40 hours, multiply it by 52 weeks in a year, multiply it by 24 hours, because remember, he's getting paid for 3 days of pay. So his regular pay would be $692.31. You would do the same formula for holiday pay, but instead of 24 hours, he's getting paid for 16 hours of holiday pay, which is 2 days. So in this case, it would be $461.54. His gross pay would be $1,053.85. So please make sure when you are working through the exercises to watch how many days they are working versus possibly sick days and holiday days. The next exercise is 3.3 on page 104. This is piecework. Tessa completed 17 pieces of her 15-piece contract. All right, so she worked above and beyond the 15 pieces. There is a bonus if earned the individual contract exceeds 2% of the piece contract. How many pieces must Tessa complete in the remainder of the week to receive the bonus? 0 pieces, right? Because she's already completed more than the minimum. Remember, the minimum is 15 pieces. Multiply that by 1.02, which is 2%. So 15 times 2%, you only had to make 16 pieces since she cannot complete a partial piece. So she did exceed the piece work contract. The next exercise is exercise 3-4. Aaron is a shared employee. He works in the manufacturing department and has been trained for the sales counter in times of needs. During somebody's vacation, he is working in the sales department 2 days for 6 hours each day. Okay, so he's working a total of 12 hours in the sales department. When he does work the manufacturing department, he earns $11.50. If he works in the sales department, he gets $2.50 pay differential for working the sales counter. Now, he worked 39.58 hours during the week. So in order to figure out what he worked in manufacturing, we're going to take the 29.58, okay, so it's 39.58 minus 12, okay, it's 27.58 hours, multiply that by $11.50 per hour. In the manufacturing department, he earned $317.17. In the sales department, he worked 12 hours. Multiply that by 14 hours, because remember it's a $2.50 differential, so $11.50 plus $2.50 is $14 an hour. In the sales department, he earned a total of $168 for working the sales counter. Okay, so this is where they got paid a pay differential. The next exercise is 3-5. Okay, his pay card reflected the following hours. And he earned $13.98 per hour. Computers pay under both the 100th hour and the quarter hour systems, and the company only pays overtime on hours worked over 40 hours per week. So if you look at, he clocked in at 8, he's out at 11.22, so it's a 3 hours and 22 minutes. He clocked back in at 12.17, and he was out at 5.22. So if it was the 100th hour, remember it's the number of minutes divided by 100, it's 8.45. On the quarter hour, remember it's every 15 minutes, so total hours of a quarter hour is 8.25. On the second day, it would be 7.43 because that's how many minutes he's over. And remember, on the quarter hour is 7.50. The third day is 5.68, 5.50 underneath quarter, and 7.97 underneath hundredth, and 8 hours under quarter. If he was underneath the hundredth system, you would add those totals up for each day, multiply it by $13.98. His gross wage would be $412.83. If he's paid on the quarterly system, you would add up all the hours for each day, multiply it by $13.98. His gross wage would be $408.92. Okay, remember the division of an hour into 15-minute increments is as a means of computing the hourly work. So once again, as you know, this is a great example. The 100th hour system is a little bit more exact than the quarter hour. Most employers that I've worked with has utilized the quarter hour in regards to gross wages. All right, that is the last exercise in this video to cover in chapter 3. The next video that I will be doing will cover exercises 3.6a through 3.13a in the next video. If you do have any questions in regards to these exercises for chapter 3, please give me a call or send me an email. Thank you.